it fears. He's the captain of this dreaming ship, sailing on jokes, never losing his grip. The screen's a stage, the world's his crowd. When the band is loud, he's feeling proud, but deep inside he's chasing calm, holding steady like a ticking bomb. Jamie, keep it smooth, chatting facts and finding grooves. Watch along vibe, don't lose the thread. Laugh it off, just stay ahead. Jamie, keep it smooth, chatting facts and finding grooves. Watch along vibes, don't lose the thread. Laugh it off, just stay ahead.
Yes, guys, welcome. I hope everyone's doing well. Big up everyone here. I hope everyone had a great Christmas. And yeah, we're about to kick off the start of the new year. Hope everyone's doing well. Liverpool versus Wolves watch along in a bit. Thought first we'll come live on YouTube first and do a little match preview before we kick off. But how's everyone doing? Hope you're all doing good. I'm going to pour myself a drink, I think. Maybe it's holidays, but I'm feeling optimistic there, Skip to. Let's have some rum and coke, as it is the Christmas holidays. Be up, Scraps. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. Let's have a bit of rum and coke, shall we? Yeah, guys, big up, man. So everyone's saying Chiesa starts. I'm waiting to see the actual team sheet official. And when that comes out. But cheers to everyone anyway. I hope everyone had a good Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone coming as well. So, yeah, big up everyone. Chiesa starting, eh? Chiesa starting. You have to apologise for my washed out look as well. I've got this new camera and I'm trying to still figure out the settings on it. So my face looks a bit washed out at the moment. So I do apologise. I'll get the settings right eventually. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Liverpool Wolves. I ain't been live for a while either. I just realised that I haven't been actually live for a week almost though. Yeah, it's been a while since I was live. I'm still waiting for. Is the official one out yet? Let me have a look. Let me have a look for the official Liverpool website. Chiesa should start, to be fair with you. I mean, what more? You know, there's no one. We've got no one available, so Chiesa has to start. Yeah. So, Alisson in goal. Virgil, Kanate, Kirkes. I hate the way they do it in number order. It's really irritating me. So, Frimpong at right back, by the look of it. Kirkes at left back, Van Dijk and Virgil as the back four. So, Slot has gone back to his favourite back four. McAllister, Gravenberch and Wirtz in the midfield. I think Curtis Jones, Ekitiké. Oh, actually, the way they fucking put the lineup up is shit, man. Yeah, I look so white because I've got a brand new camera, Scraps, and I haven't messed about with the saturation and color and all that on it yet. I've got to check the settings. But yeah. Yeah, teams out. I hate the way Liverpool do it, though. They put it in number order. It makes it so confusing. We had to put 2 goalkeepers on the bench. Cody Gakpo's on the bench. So Cody Gakpo has returned to the team. So Cody and Bradley and Robbo are really the only 3 players on the bench. Marmadashvili, Trainioni, Rio, Lucky, and Ramsey. Yeah, injuries are killing Liverpool here. No doubt about that. Still no Joe Gomez, but it looks like it's going to be a front 3 of Chiesa, Wirtz, and Ekitiké. Interesting. Slot out, you think it's going to be a diamond, yeah? Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Do I think it's going to be that way? I don't know. He loves 4-3-3, guys. We have to remember this. He can have McAllister and Gravenberch as the holding pairing in midfield. He can have then Wirtz as the 10. Chiesa off the right. Wirtz off the left and Ekitiké through the middle. If you go do the diamond, Gravenberch at the base of it. Curtis Jones on the right of it, McAllister on the left of the diamond, Wirtz at the tip of the diamond, and Ekitiké and Chiesa up front. It's interesting. It's bold. If it is a diamond, I just think he's going to play 4-3-3, guys. I really do. I think he's just going to play 4-3-3. Slot, he mentioned Chiesa as a striker. You got to remember as well, he also mentioned a few weeks ago that Chiesa doesn't start games because Salah's a right winger. I don't really trust what the man just says. He just changes his mind all the time, doesn't he? Just changes his mind all the time. So who knows, man? Who the hell knows? By the way, do you like all my gifts? So I got all signed Origi, signed Szoboszlai, signed Sammy Lee. That's the Crad mosaic for the Jota tribute. Yeah, I got all these done off the missus. Officially signed. I got the certificates that go with it as well. So yeah, not too bad. Be up, Rod. Howdy. Whether the formation, I have struggled to see any tactics of physiology in a game. It only took Mo going to AFCON and the whole front line being depleted low. I can tell you right now, if Szoboszlai was fit today, it was Szoboszlai fit. If Szoboszlai wasn't suspended, Chiesa doesn't start. I'm telling you right now. That's why I still think it's 4-2-3-1, guys. Because Chiesa's only starting because Szoboszlai's not fit. That is literally the only reason Chiesa's starting, in my opinion. Because Szoboszlai ain't fit. If that is the reason, that means it's still 4-2-3-1. Appreciate it, Mac. Yeah, appreciate it, Tone. Yeah, they're all signed officially. I've got all the certificates they go with as well. So yeah. And hang on, let me take that away. And that's signed by John Barnes. There you go, signature there. So yeah, not too bad. I do apologise about the saturation on my face, guys. I look like Casper the Ghost. Is because I got this new camera for Christmas and I'm still trying to work out the settings on it. Because obviously I only try and do the settings on it 5 minutes before I go live when I had 2 or 3 days to sort it out. So, yeah, I'll have it sorted out for the next live. Don't worry. So, yeah. If we look abysmal against Wolves, then we're all wasting our time. We need this City win to keep pressure on Arsenal. Are they drawing 1-1 at the moment, ain't it? Yeah, that's from my kids Yeah, it's from the kids that. I know the tactic is to confuse everyone, including the enemy. Yeah, man. Count Dracula Phillips, you know. Yeah, I'll get all it sorted, guys. Don't worry. I'll get it all sorted for the next one. Jamie looks like Gakpo, Casper the Ghost. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, I'll get sorted. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Actually, the further I go away from the camera, the less pale I'll get. See, look. There you go. I've got to sit that far back. Look less pale. Big up Krish, big up Trudon as well. The bench is so weak. Yeah, the bench is. You can tell we got injuries, can't you? That's yeah. You can tell we got injuries. Put it that way. You know, obviously there's no Szoboszlai suspended. No Gomez either. No Isak. No Salah. Gakpo on the bench. Yeah, it's dark, man. But yeah, what do we think of the back four he's gone with? So what is it? Kirkes, Frimpong, Virgil, and Konate. That's probably, I would say now, that's probably his favoured back four. I think he started the season with Frimpong in that back four position. So yeah, that's what I think. I think that's his favoured position. If you're playing the diamond low, Kirkes and Frimpong make more sense. There's no doubt about that. You know, if you're playing Frimpong on that right back position, if you're playing this diamond, your fullbacks are going to be your wingers, ain't they? So our two best fullbacks at being wingers are probably Kirkes and Frimpong, especially Frimpong. I think Frimpong, if we are playing this 4-4-2 diamond, which I hope we are, because playing 4-3-3 would make no sense to me whatsoever. I'd prefer to see Chiesa just up top, like Slot out in the chat said earlier, up top with Ekitiké as the two, and play this diamond formation. I would prefer it. I think it'd suit the midfielders better. McAllister won't get so overrun in midfield. Then my issue with if we play 4-3-3, guys, or 4-2-3-1, whatever round or 4-3-3 you gotta play. My worry is McAllister gets completely outrun in that midfield, being alongside Gravenberch in a double pivot. I think if McAllister's gonna have to play, you're gonna have to play him in a diamond. My issue is I don't like McAllister and Wirtz in midfield together. I just don't think it works. They occupy the same part of the pitch. I'd rather not have McAllister in my midfield right now, but it is what it is. You know, can't help it. Got no one else to really, but I'd rather have Trainioni. I'm going to say right now. Give Trainioni a game instead of McAllister right now, because Trey's got more legs right now than McAllister has. Yeah, it's just crazy. Mac LFC says it's Jones not on the left and Macca in the pivot. So I'm assuming, so I've just seen the team news just now, like you guys. I'm assuming right now we're playing 4-2-3-1, like we did in our last game against Tottenham. The midfield pivot of Gravenberch and McAllister, Wirtz in the 10. Jones in the Jones and Gravenberch in the pivot, McAllister in the 10, Wirtz off the left, Chiesa off the right, Ekitiké through the middle. I honestly think that's how we're going to play. Gravenberch and Curtis Jones can play that double pivot for me better than everyone else in our team. You know, even with Szoboszlai, that's our best double pivot for me if we go play that way. McAllister in the 10, because you can't have McAllister in deep positions. If you go play McAllister right now in this Liverpool team, you've got to play him further up the pitch. Play him higher and further up the pitch, not in this number 10 position. So for me, it don't quite, in that 6 and 8 positions, it don't work for McAllister. He ain't got the legs to get around and be mobile. So I'd rather McAllister, if he's going to play, at this moment in time, or rather McAllister plays a little bit further up the pitch than in a deeper position. That's personally just my opinion. So, how bad is that we'd rather train Leone over Mac? Yeah, no, it's crazy, isn't it? It's absolutely crazy. Big up Mickey in the chat, man. Hope you're doing well. I don't mind Wirtz on the left, but he has to be inside 10, not left wing. Scrap says I'd rather take Kobe Mainoo at Liverpool. Yeah. Just because I want to see Wirtz in 10 and not Macca. Yeah, so if we're playing a diamond, obviously we're going to play this diamond formation. Macca, you go have Graham Birch at the base of the diamond. Probably Curtis off the right of the diamond. Macca off the left of the diamond, and then at the top of it you'd have Wirtz and Ekitiké and Chiesa up front with Kirkes and Frimpong acting as your wingers on left and right hand side. That'd make more sense to me. I think most of us here would rather us play that way today than 4-2-3-1 to get the best out of the players. But what do we know, man? What do we know? The manager's in charge. Let's see what he does. But just got this sneaky feeling that he's going to be 4-2-3-1. Shirky with the City goal. Come on, see. Look, I'm not having Arsenal win this league, man. If City need to win the league and I have to go through corrupt Man City, I'd rather have corrupt Man City winning the league than Arsenal. And you guys in the chat are probably thinking exactly the same thing. We'd rather have corruption win the league than Arsenal Football Club. Do you know how bad that is? That we'd rather have corruption winning the league than Arsenal. I've got to stop moving because of the focus on the camera. Big up, man, like in the chat as well. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, honestly, it might just be me, man. Give me corrupted City over Arsenal winning the league every day of the week. Every single day of the week. But how was everyone's Christmases? Everyone had a good Christmas? If you're celebrating the day, obviously. We had me and my family had a great one. It's been fantastic. I'm just finishing off my rum and coke right now. I'll be drinking that for the rest of this stream and the watch along as well. So I might be pissed by the end of the watch along. So if I'm drunk by the end of the watch along, then yeah, my match reaction after might be a bit insane. So make sure you're subscribing. Gunners go a bottle it on Nexus made my year come back. It's because their fans are mentally corrupt. Nice. Big up. Phil, yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We've come to this time in that day and age now where we'd rather have a corrupt Manchester City, allegedly, beating Arsenal to the league. Yeah, I'd love Villa to win it, but we've got to be realistic. You know what I mean? We've got to be realistic. If Villa could win the league over all of them, I'd love it every day of the week. But Villa will probably fall off towards the end of the season. City have got so much momentum there that I just can't see anyone catching. Just go. So no Ibu mistakes in. Oh, Ibu can't make a mistake today. I was that drunk. I put sweet chili sauce on my dinner. Gutted. Oh, Mac, what on your Christmas lunch? Oh, God. Or just now. That's crazy. You did it on your Christmas lunch. Mad, man. You're mad. Mickey's got 251 on Villa. I seriously hope Villa can keep this winning streak alive for as long as they possibly can. Do we see that actually happening, though? You know what I mean? I'd love it to happen. Absolutely love it to happen. Unfortunately, I don't see it. I don't see it. I'd love us to win the league as well, but our manager's incompetent this season. So, you know what we got to do. And that's the sad thing about this. That's the sad thing about this season, yeah. This league is not that good. This league is not really that good, and Liverpool. I don't think Arsenal were that good either. I really don't. I watch them quite a lot. You know, I actually don't think they're that good. The way they play football, you know, that's why I keep saying Liverpool and Arsenal are very, very similar in some kinds of ways. They're both, you know, quite boring to watch. They both don't really score a lot of goals. It's just that one team's better at defending than the other one. And that's the thing as well. Shirky's clear of Wirtz. Depends what kind of footballer you want. They're totally different footballers, don't they? That's why I've not got into this Wirtz and Shirky debate, because they're completely different players. They both do their own different things. Jamie, Jota's kids are mascots today. Yeah, they are. It's emotional, man. It's not good, but it's still the strongest league. Exactly, Scraps. You know, me and Scraps, we battle this all the time against everyone with their the Liga hype and all that sort of shit. Yeah, it's just not. You know, I just look at us and the talent of players we got. Obviously, we've got injuries and suspensions right now, so it doesn't look as great. But Liverpool with a full squad should not be where they are in the league. You should be competing with City and Arsenal comfortably right now. The fact that Villa are competing with them and we're not is what I don't get why people are not looking at the manager for. Aston Villa have replaced us this season competing for the league title. And a lot of fans think that's all right. I just don't understand it. It's not all right. Oh, what should they, Chris? Oh, there you go. It's not saying allegedly corrupt City winning the league, you know. Yeah, I've never really done that Shirky Wirtz thing. I see them as totally different players. I actually think Shirky's a more creative footballer than Wirtz is. I don't think Wirtz was in a league and a team that was set up around him to be creative, but I don't actually think he's. I think he's a creative-minded player. I just don't think he's like creative along the lines of what a Shirky is. That's why I've always said they're different players. I've always said it. Wirtz reminds me of Iniesta more than anything else. You know, he reminds me of that kind of midfielder more than, you know, Shirky reminds me of, you know, the flary out and out number 10s of yesteryear. You know, if you go back to the 90s and early 2000s and look around Europe at all the quality all the quality number 10s back then, you know, that can play like 10 right wing or left wing positioning. You know, that's what Shirky reminds me of. Now, Wirtz has never reminded me of that. Even watching him go back and watch him Bayer Leverkusen days. He's creative, but he's not about people. I think people get too much on the GNA thing with Wirtz. I've always said it all season. I think Wirtz has played better than people think. It's just that some of the stuff he does won't get mentioned on stats. Like Iniesta's stats don't compare to Frank Lampard's stats. But would you say Frank Lampard's a better player than Iniesta? No, of course not. Because they're different kinds of players. Both wonderful footballers, though. I ain't got a problem with their football ability. Big up Storm in the Cup, man. See, the whole Wirtz has to step up thing. It depends what you want from Wirtz, guys. What does everyone want from Florian Wirtz? Will he get assists and goals as he goes on in his Liverpool career? Of course he will. Is he technically as good as Shirky? No. But are they two different kind of players? Yeah. Problem is they were both bought in the same summer. They were both bought in the same summer. Also, you got to remember, be up fake pundit. Also, you got to remember with the Shirky stuff, yeah. Look at the manager he's playing for. Do you know what I mean? Look at the manager he's playing for. Look at the manager. I don't think Wirtz would be playing in the same positions on the pitch as Shirky probably does for Manchester City. I think he'd be playing a little bit deeper. You know, for me, I think if Pep Guardiola had Florian Wirtz at Man City, I think he'd play a little bit deeper, almost like an 8, dictating play, like a David Silva type of player. That's what I think they were looking at Wirtz for. I don't think they were looking at Wirtz to replace Kevin De Bruyne because he's not a Kevin De Bruyne-like player. Yeah, he's more of a David Silva kind of player. That's what Wirtz is. That's what I've always seen Wirtz as. But what you got to remember as well, Wirtz would be on more assists if he had a proper striker in front of him at the time, or people that would finish. You know, what you got to do as well with this GA thing as well, you always have to go back in the seasons and look at all the chances people missed that he set up. It's another thing as well. I love this GA argument. I love this goals and assist argument, yeah. Because I've been having this goals and assist argument for about bloody focus. I've been having this goals and assist argument now for years, yeah. Because it's funny how it's all changed. Because when Mo Salah was getting goals and assists for the last 5 years, everyone keeps going. Because all you ever hear is people go, "Yeah, but you got to watch the game. It's not about GA. It's not about GA. It's not about GA. You got to watch the game. Use your own eyes. Watch the game. Watch the game. Watch the game." And like Liverpool fans would always defend Mo Salah, and purists will always go, "Yeah, it's not about GA though. You know, Danny Welbeck's a better footballer than Mo Salah and all this kind of stuff." You know, like, but now they use the GA thing. Everyone's using it now. You know, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. You know. Thiago, etc. Assist before the assist. Yeah, exactly. I think the way Slot sets up is what's killing us. So it's no point getting new players under Slot. Wirtz needs to be played into for his talents. Yeah, like I think Wirtz is a tremendous footballer. Yeah, and Wirtz will get. There's things the last 4 or 5 weeks I've been watching Florian Wirtz play. All the watch-alongs I do, I watch Florian Wirtz play. And when he gets the ball, he's the only one that gets me excited when he gets the ball. Because he's doing things no one else does on the pitch for Liverpool. You know, the way he links up, his one-touch movement, he's dropping at the shoulder, the way he finds space, all that sort of stuff. You know, the little 1-2 passes, the little pass around the corner, the little 5-yard passes, the little touch he puts on things. Well, if you look at all that sort of stuff, none of that can be metric. You can't put that in a stat. So when you're reading stats and you look at Wirtz, it just tells 1 GA, yeah, this season. It won't tell you, unless you're watching the game, how good Wirtz has been on the pitch with all the other little things he does. And that's what I really like about Florian Wirtz. Because he got a lot of GA in Germany, everyone thought we were buying this demon, you know, from the Bundesliga, who's like an assist king. It's just not it was designed for Wirtz to be like that in Germany more than it, because he's got that skill set, but he's also got the skill set to play, for me, as a number 8, a proper number 8. That's what I think Wirtz is. Can arrive into the box late, can play on the edge of the box, can play 1-2s, can dictate the play. I think he's a tremendous footballer. We're just not using him properly. That's been the whole problem since we got him. Now, he's probably going to play left wing today. If he plays in the 10, that's probably more of his natural position. I'd say 10-8 is his position, more than left wing is. Yeah, he's a talented footballer, man. He's a talented footballer. Wirtz has no power in his first shot. Yeah, but I didn't really buy. Did anyone want to buy Wirtz through his goals? When I knew we was in for Wirtz, I thought we were just buying sort of like a creative kind of midfielder that can dictate play, can be that sort of like. It reminds me a lot. He's not him just yet because David Silva was a quality footballer. But if you go and watch the way David Silva played, back in the day of Manchester City, that's what Wirtz reminds me of. That's the kind of player Wirtz reminds me of more. That little player, cultured, dictate play, can play in a couple of positions, got great touch, pass ability, got vision. That's what Wirtz is to me. He's not what everyone thinks he is. So everyone, be up Bex in the chat. Hope you had a good Christmas. Big up Red Forever. Big up Don. Yeah, must win today, man. Has to. Yeah, Trudon. Do you understand what I'm saying, man? I think you do. Big up Trudon. Every time I move for my rum and coke, yeah. Exactly, Andrew. Silva wasn't there to score goals. Same with Wirtz. Exactly. But look at the kind of player David Silva was at Man City. That beautiful cultured midfielder that can dictate play, that can play in a couple of positions in that midfield and attack. Has good vision, touch of pass, great first touch, bring people into play, bring people into the game. That sort of player. That's what Wirtz is to me. Wirtz can play in the 10, play left wing. He played the number 8 position for me, if you play it correctly. I think in a Pep Guardiola team, you could easily play Wirtz in the 8 position in a midfield 3. He doesn't have to be in the 10 position comfortably. But we can't play him there for Liverpool because it's not the way we play. He wouldn't be able to dictate play in a number 8 position in an Arne Slot Liverpool team. So he has to play left wing or number 10. There is 2 positions. I think Wirtz has been really good, man. Don's going 5-1 prediction. Bold, Don, bold. Wirtz is obviously extreme talent. He's just this bum manager has stifled him. Exactly true, Don. Exactly. I can guarantee you right now, if Wirtz was playing for Pep Guardiola at Manchester City, he wouldn't look like Shirky because Shirky's a different kind of footballer. But I bet he'd be exceptional. I bet he'd be in the midfield, playing a little bit deeper. Shirky would play a bit further ahead. He would play a little bit deeper. He'd have Haaland to ping the ball to constantly. He'd have midfielders next to him that can get their head up and pass quicker. Yeah, Wirtz's talents are there, man. But yeah, that's why I don't go down this Shirky Wirtz debate. You see, what's the point, man? Different players that do different things, but both extremely talented in what they do. Arne Slot has decided to. Fabrizio's tweeted. Arne Slot decides to start Fabrizio for Federico Chiesa for today's game. He decided, He decided, Thanks for deciding. Callum wanted both. Yeah. Joker says because Shirky is better. Yeah, Shirky's a good footballer, Joker. I don't see the problem, man. But not comparable because they're not the same player. I think the formation's going to be 4-2-3-1, Becky. I think Curtis Jones and Gravenberch in the double pivot. Wirtz in the McAllister in the 10. Wirtz left wing. Chiesa right wing. And Ekitiké middle. Yeah, Shirky's a quality footballer, man, but he's a different footballer to Wirtz. Totally different players. You could comfortably play Wirtz in a deeper position in the number 8 where he can dictate play. Shirky couldn't play, almost as a second attacker almost. Different players, guys, different players. Exactly. This is what I'm trying to say. They're different players. That's what I'm saying. Wirtz is more of a David Silva kind of footballer. Shirky is more Eden Hazard kind of footballer. Does that make? That's what I'd say. That's the better comparison there. Shirky is more Eden Hazard. Wirtz is more David Silva. There you go. There's your comparison, guys. There's your comparison. There's your comparison. Which means both are quality, by the way. Oh, my thing's fell down. That means both are quality, by the way. Both are quality. Yeah, be up Bex. It's probably the closest example I can give of both footballers. They both, different kind of players, man. Yeah, David Silva was a G, man. David Silva was a G. But yeah. No, David Silva. No, David Silva is a far more creative than Wirtz. Wirtz is only 22. We got to remember that. His career's not come to an end, Joker, yeah? Let's wait till his career comes to an end like David Silva's. But that's the compare. I'm not saying they're equal or like them players. They're just comparisons to them players. Different kind of footballers, man. Different kind of footballers. Wirtz loses the ball all day long and passes, gets intercepted. How does he run a game? Would you say that's his fault or the manager playing him left wing? Would you think Wirtz would play better if he was a little bit deeper? That's what I'm saying. Is it a manager's fault? You think he's been average? Joker, it all depends what you want in a footballer, my friend, and that's fine. I don't think Wirtz has been average at all. I think he's been very good because I look at him doing different things for Liverpool than maybe you self, Joker, which is absolutely fine. I think Wirtz has been excellent the last 5 weeks. I really do. I think he's been excellent the last 5 weeks. But again, we might be looking at different things. I'm not looking for Wirtz to always be the assister. I'm looking at Wirtz doing other things. I watch Wirtz sometimes, and I'm watching him going. Oh, his first touch is excellent. His pass is good. His vision's good. The way he gets in and finds space all the time to get hold of the ball is excellent. Them sort of things I find really good. But people might be looking at just that final ball, which is absolutely fine. It depends what you want from players. And I ain't arguing about that, man. If that's what you want as a player, go for it, man. I'm cool with it. If you're looking for Wirtz to have like 12 GA this season, that's cool as well. Remember, though, if you go back and watch a lot of the games this season, Wirtz would probably be on about 8 or 9 assists by now if people actually put their chances away as well. So, you know, it's all round, ain't it? It's all round. Yeah, he does lose the ball unnecessarily. I think sometimes he's probably trying to do something like a little bit more risky. It's like Curtis Jones. It's why I like Curtis Jones. Yeah. Me and Scraps talk about this quite a lot. I like Curtis Jones because he tries something different. Curtis Jones tries to be risky, and that's what I really like. I like it when Curtis tries to be risky because he's not following the book. You know, he's not following what the manager wants him to do. You know, just play simple passes, don't give. He's trying to dictate play. He's trying to make things happen. And when you play like that, you give it away a lot. Like Kevin De Bruyne has probably given away the ball more than he's ever passed the ball. But because he's so creative, people don't, you know, look at the ones he gives away. You give him a blind for it. Steven Gerrard used to give away a ball a lot, only for the fact that he's looking for dictating a play and he's looking to make something happen. So sometimes he gives away the ball. I think the physicality has got it's hurt Wirtz a little bit this season so far as well. You know, Shirky looks a bit more robust to me. When I look at Shirky, he looks a bit more robust. So the Premier League, you know, physically he's adapted quicker than Wirtz. But yeah, I'm cool, Wirtz. Wirtz is going to be a player, man. I've got no problem with it at all. Brett says, I'm sadly accepted we're never going to be dominant under these owners, no matter who we sign, unless it's Klopp and Enrique. I'm confused, Brett. What, Brett? Don't you think the owners did everything in their power this summer for us to be dominant after winning the Premier League? Yeah, doing a watch along in a bit. Yeah, he did that earlier in the season, not so much later in the season. Yeah, that's very true, Joker. We haven't got no quick wingers. If you look at City, they've got obviously Foden from midfield who's got pace. They got, you know, Haaland in front of him. They got Doku on one wing. They got Silvinho on the other wing. You know, they got they got a lot of pace in their forward line. We're going to see today, man. We'll see today. You know, Chiesa's playing today. Let's see. Obviously, the legendary Cody Gakpo, he's back on the bench, so I don't think we'll see Chiesa for much longer. This is probably the only game we're going to see Chiesa in. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we'll see much more of Chiesa after today's game. Oh, I get you, Brett. Do you know what that was, Brett? So I read an article. I read a thing about this from Kieran Maguire, the financial expert, and FSG have been waiting for the last. So FSG are always going to be a sustainable football club, but they've been waiting for a period of time where their sustainability can be at a higher level. So in the last 24 months, Liverpool's sustainability has been at a higher level, which is why we was able to pay higher wages the year before, and then this year pay higher transfer fees because their sustainability is at a higher level. So obviously we're not going £400 million summers every year. Not even Man City have them kind of summers every year, and they've got unlimited wealth. But it'd be something where if we want a player now, if there's a certain player in the market Liverpool want, there's no reason for Liverpool not to go and get that player now, financially. That's where we are. Yeah, Colin, man, hope your Christmas was good, my friend. What you got to remember about Wirtz as well, Wirtz is playing higher up the pitch. You got to get the ball to him. And that's why Wirtz is coming deep, We don't get the ball to Wirtz. I mean, now, barely get the ball into Wirtz, which is crazy. Got a quality player there that we don't get the ball into. Drives me mad. So, guys, I'm going to be on my Big Up channel in a little bit, in 5 minutes' time, for the watch along. Let me put the link in the live chat. So the link is in the live chat right now, guys. Go and check that link out. I'll pin it at the top of the live chat. So the link is pinned at the top of the live chat, guys. So if you hit that link there, that will take you to my Big Up channel. And on my Big Up channel is where we do all the Liverpool watch-alongs, including as well every Thursday night we do the Vibes with Coppice show. So it's a great place to be for watch-alongs and that Coppice show every Thursday night at 10:30. So there's the link there, bigup.com/Jamie Phillips Football Chats if you're on Google. You can also download it now off the Apple App Store. So if you've got an iPhone, you can go on the Apple App Store right now and download Big Up from there as well. It should be fun, my man. Should be fun. So make sure you're getting over there. As I said, the link is posted at the top of the live chat. Just go to the top of the live chat. You'll see it posted, pinned up there. Just hit that link. It takes you over to my Big Up channel. Go and subscribe to my Big Up channel. And while you're over there, if you want to comment in the live chat like you do on Google or on YouTube, as you know, on YouTube, the only way to comment and leave likes and stuff like that is have a Google account. Over there, you just got to have a Big Up account, just an email and password. Bang, you're in. And you're ready to rock and roll. And you can get involved in the live chat. The live chat over on Big Up is a little bit better than YouTube because you have threads as well, which if you're talking to someone in the live chat and you're having a conversation with someone, you can make a thread and you can keep going backwards and forward in a thread. There's also got GIFs over there where they can show GIFs in the live chat and stuff like that. So go and get yourselves involved, man. Go and hit that live. Go and get that right now. Also, we're doing the game prediction game over there. Let me share my screen with you guys. So as you can see, Liverpool Wolves watch along starting in 2 minutes, and we have the game prediction on. There's at this moment a record 37 players at the moment on the predictions. Here's the predictions. Florian Wirtz to score a goal, give an assist. Alexis McAllister to score a goal and assist. Larson for Wolves to score a goal and assist. There will be over 3 goals in the match. There'll be over 4 cards in the match. There'll be over 1 goal in the first half, and Ekitiké will score a goal. You put yes or no to that. You then go to your entry. As you can see, there's my entry right there. I have put $5 on it, which, if I get it all right, will bring me $36 back. Go and play. Go and check it out. Also, we are 4 days away from the end of December, I believe. So if you go and play now, guys, at the end of this month, there's a prize draw for $25,000. Someone has to win $25,000 at the end of this month. There'll be a prize draw. So anyone who plays, you could be in a chance to win $25,000. So go and give it a go on the games predictions if you've not done it already. If you've never played it before, if you bet $5 or more, Big Up itself will give you $5 free back. So yeah, go and check it out. Go and get in the live chat right now as well, guys. And yeah, I'm going to see you over there in a minute. Big up, people. Much love. I'll see you in 1 second over on my Big Up channel, guys. So make sure you come over to the Big Up channel for the live watch along. Guys, I'll see you in about 5 minutes on my watch along. See you soon. And we'll be back over here for the full match review. So I'll see you on my Big Up